Okay, we have an interesting concern by one of our subscribers here. And so I'm going to read it out, and hopefully I could provide you with something that could shed some light on the situation. Saeed, I'm concerned about the following question. Can bad people be awakened? Or is it just for people with a good heart? I consider myself a conscious person thanks to people like you who share this spiritual knowledge and practicing what you teach. I would like to share this knowledge in my country, but my people here are very selfish, advantage takers, people who don't care to hurt, steal, lie other people to get what they want, use other people to get what they want. I don't want this sacred knowledge to get known by such people. So Saeed, could bad people awake and use this for evil purposes? What are your thoughts on this? Okay, so evil people. For me to say there is no such thing as evil would be for me to absolutely deny the apparent reality of it. And I say apparent. Pay attention to this word, the apparent reality of evil. In truth, there is no such thing as evil. There is no person, not even Hitler, that can be described fundamentally as an evil person, because beneath the facade, the mask of, hi, I am an evil guy and I'm here to massacre millions of you, is consciousness. It's the truth. It's there. It's hiding there, and it's experiencing itself now as the bad guy, as the evil guy. It's playing out the role of evil because that's where it is in its part of evolution, from separation into oneness, into finding itself back again. Okay, so fundamentally, there is no such thing as an evil person. Not even the most atrocious, not even the most vile people that you can think of right now. Okay, they are not evil, they simply are lost. What did Jesus say when the people were crucifying him on the cross? He said, Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. He didn't say, Father, forgive them for being evil. He didn't say, Father, forgive them, show them the light because they're bad people. He said, Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. Coincidentally, what did the Buddha keep saying and pointing out over and over and over and over is our problem? Ignorance. Ignorance, not knowing. Not knowing. What did Jesus say on the cross? Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. So they're not evil, they're ignorant. And ignorant is a breeding ground for evil. Evil cannot exist where knowledge exists, where wisdom exists. They're mutually exclusive. Okay, they just, there's simply no room for evil. Just like there's no room for darkness when it's sunny, there is no room for evil where there is knowledge and wisdom. Okay, that's not how it is. That's not how it works. Okay, so they're not evil people, they're ignorant. They're ignorant. Now, to go even further, to answer some of your concerns here, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, let the wise not disturb the unwise. Let the wise not disturb the unwise. Okay? So in other words, Krishna is saying, look, if you know what's up, if you know what's good, if you know what the game is all about, if you're becoming God realized, if you're realizing who you are, and you look around, there's a bunch of people that are lost, that's the unwise, don't bother them. Don't bother them. They're not gonna hear you. They're not gonna hear you. If you come and chop off my ears right now, I can't hear you. You can tell me everything you want. You can tell me the truth. I can't hear you. I got no ears. I got no ears. What do you want me to do? I got no ears. I'd love to hear you. Oh, believe me. You seem like you have something interesting to tell me. You seem really, really like you're honest. You got something, you're onto something. Just can't hear you. I don't got no ears. And so, these people that you speak of, which is basically most of humanity, really. It's not, if you think this is just your country, that's not how it is at all. That's most of humanity. That is most of humanity. And it reflects on the way we're treating each other, and it reflects on the way we're treating the planet. Look, if people were not ignorant, this would be heaven. We would be in the Sat Yuga. It would be the age of enlightenment. But it isn't. It is the Kali Yuga, the age of darkness. So, it is not for you to change anybody. It is not even for you to preach on them. Let the wise not disturb the unwise. Let them be. With great wisdom, look at the whole thing, the whole cosmic journey from an observer's point of view, and see that they're fellow souls on their journey, and they're still early in the game pretty much. You have awakened to certain truths. You have yet to awaken to greater ones. And you happen to be in a certain frequency where most of the people here are not awakened to that truth. And some of them are far from it. They might have to take another 10,000 births as human and other life forms before they wake up. Okay? And so for you to even come to this wisdom, for me to come up to some of these wisdoms, you know how many lifetimes it took us? We were those evil people at some point. We killed, we raped, we stole. We all were Hitlers in other lifetimes, in other dimensions, in other life forms. And now we're here. And the journey is very long for the soul. The ascension of the soul back into its source. It's a very long journey. Look, because you is outside of time and space. But you really want to make a game that is worth its money. Really. So you create time and space and you stretch the hell out of it. And you experience yourself as everything. And then you sort of come back home again, back to the source. You send out one of your parts, let it experience itself in millions of births, and eventually you're done playing. You go back to the source. That's what nirvana is, that's what moksha is. So just look at them and realize that some of these people are gonna need thousands of births before they start to wake up to their true nature as cosmic love, as compassionate awareness. And just focus on centering yourself, focus on realizing yourself, because realizing yourself has got nothing to do with anything external to yourself. It really doesn't, okay? It really doesn't. And yes, there's definitely this innate desire in us to help others, to change things, and that'll reveal itself to you. You'll know what to do once you're centered and grounded enough in the moment. You'll know what to do, okay? You'll just know what to do. You'll know how to change. And then you could take action, okay? Like you mentioned in the beginning of it, how, thanks to you and other people that are sharing the spiritual knowledge. Well, I share this spiritual knowledge because I center myself enough to realize that I guess this is the best way I could, as an individual human being, help the darkness, the evil, the ignorance that is happening. And what else is there for me to do? Like, what else can I do? This is the best thing I could do given my own circumstances. Okay? Is to speak, is to talk, is to make videos. And you will find the best way for you to express this and share it and fulfill that innate desire to change the world for the better, to uplift your fellow humans, your fellow beings. And yeah, I'll tell you something. I was taking a walk today and really, really very, very, very focused today, right? Very, very in tune with the elements. And, I was conversing with the trees, and I had realized that I actually now prefer the company of trees to the company of the majority of the humans, simply because trees are calm and serene, and they're vibrating at a higher vibe. And I would say the plant kingdom, the trees are more enlightened now, more on the journey of self-realization than most human beings right now. Okay, but see, once a human being is fully realized, because you can't be fully realized as a tree or as another animal. You could, however, be fully realized as a human being. So this is the gift of being a human being, is you could fully be realized as a human being. So in Buddhism, they say this is a gift to be a human being. It is a rare gift, and it is apparently a very, 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 very extremely rare thing to be a human being in the grand scheme of things in the cosmos. You've got to think there's how many other dimensions of life forms. And it is a good form to be as far as God realization. The human body is perfectly designed for God realization. And yeah, I thought, for the way humanity is now, I actually prefer the company of trees. They seem to be high up there than the company of the majority of the humans, because the majority of the humans right now are like mind hives. They're it's just so chaotic. So chaotic, and that chaos, fueled by ignorance, leads to evil actions. So, in conclusion, the moral of the story is, yesterday I was clever and I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise and I want to change myself. Now, who am I quoting? I don't know. Either Gandhi or Rumi, one of them. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's one of them. So that's it. Change yourself, ground yourself, center yourself, focus yourself, work on yourself, realize yourself, wake up for yourself, learn as much as you can, and then the people that are ready to hear it will hear it. None of you guys are not ready to hear the stuff that I share here, because you're here. By virtue of being here and watching these videos, you're ready to hear it. Otherwise, you would not be watching the video, period. And then, yeah, exactly. So, give you an example, when Buddha got enlightened under the Bodhi tree, he went into nirvana and he could have just stayed there. He no longer needed to come back. He's fully realized now. His karma's finished. And then he gets a vision from the astral plane to go and help and preach the truth and, the Dharma to those that are ready to hear it. So it's not like the Buddha, when the Buddha got enlightened, he's not like, I'm going to go save humanity, or I'm going to go, liberate everyone. No. The Buddha was very clear that he's going to go to the people that he was training with previously. And he's going to tell them, look, I reached nirvana and I know you guys are close, and let me give you some of the insights that I gained. So the Buddha didn't go back to teach the average Joe in the street or anything like that. He was very clear. I'm going to go help the people that are ready to hear what I'm about to hear, because they're getting close to where I just went. And so then, the Buddha came back, and his first 5 disciples were the people, the ascetics, the people that he was doing long fasts with. They're ready to hear what he's going to say. They're ready for it, okay? So then you realize that, hey, there's some people that are just way too young souls. Early in the game, they haven't had too many incarnations, not too many births, so they're still very, very, very concentrated and stuck in the early stages of the game, the epitome of separation consciousness. And the way the game works, you don't just skip levels. You don't just suddenly become a Buddha. No, it doesn't happen like that. And Buddha himself, he looks back, says, look, I've had 99,000 incarnations, and he says that's just a drop in the bucket. So this is like he's just saying, this is only what I remember right now, 99,000. There's way more of them. to become a Buddha. Okay, and then there's countless of stories of the Buddha, the Bodhisattva, meaning he took so many births before he became a Buddha as a Bodhisattva, where he went and perfected each virtue every lifetime. So one lifetime he'll take a birth as a frog, and then he'll perfect some virtue. Maybe he'll help another animal or something. And then one lifetime he'll take a birth as a human, and then he'll perfect the virtue of forgiveness. And it took him, so many lifetimes as a bodhisattva even, which is a very high being, before he ended up in one lifetime becoming a Buddha. Okay, so recognize that most of the people living on humanity right now, on the planet, they're far from that, and so they'll advance as far as they can advance in this lifetime, because everybody's advancing, everybody's evolving, so they're evolving too, just in their own part of their cosmic journey. Okay, hope that helps. I would like to thank the Patreons. I'd like to thank you guys for supporting. If you have supported me on Patreon, clearly you like my videos, you like me as a person, and you decide to actually pledge your financial support, which I'm deeply grateful for. So thank you. And if you would like to pledge your support, become part of the Patreon family, and show your love in a financial way, because I'd like to do this full time at some point. And the only way it seems that I'm going to be able to do it is through Patreon. So if enough people, I know the channel is young, but if enough people pledge their support, $2 a month is a very small amount, then at some point I'll be able to do this full time. Okay? And I believe at some point that will be possible, thanks to you guys. So that's about it. Until next time, may the force be with you.